Yeah.
He made nothing.
So he is.
I thought the funds were already transferred.
Well, yeah, but whatever.
Didn't make much.
It turns out that they weren't.
It's an IOU.
Yeah. So Braddock gets hired by the church, and he's there. Cassie sounds like she wants to. Cog will become the head of the forge.
Yep.
And where
Nice.
in all of this will you align yourself?
Cog would probably still be with the church since her actual
Before
master
or
was part
after?
of the church.
You take on Doll's personality.
Oh man.
Surprise!
Because
By the
in
way,
order to get the forged information, you have to take her core.
Then, ooh, her core is a tablet, though.
Well, no, it was attached to the tablet.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I should take her personality. That's fine. She's a forged. Doesn't matter. So I would still be aligned with the church because my actual commanding officer is part of the church. So I'd still be with Braddock. And now the leader of the forged. And yes, now she will take Doll's core and implant it in her.
Aw.
Giving you 7 personalities because Doll took the souls of her past friends and put them in her core.
Aww.
Dropping spoons!
No wonder she could actually speak normally.
Alright, also Kordat was ousted because he wanted to stop the discrimination against non-humanoids. Since with a nature tablet, he began to actually like animals and stuff. So like he grew from the time spent with the animals, even though they pooped everywhere.
You better like base. One just got shut out into space for you.
I can't explain actually how well this works into what the universe will now become. I honestly cannot explain it until we play. It's
Okay.
fucking perfect.
But don't forget the other factions Joseph created, like the Congress and everything. They also likely have changed in a year. I mean, the gods.
You can either keep them or disband them.
Well,
And come up
the
with
way
some.
I have an idea of how to handle that. So we will see how that goes. I'll flesh it out. But
How
Cool.
far in the future is this campaign going to be from this?
I was thinking that it would probably be maybe like a year or two, not like in the future. So it's like I
So
figured
the
in a
change is
year's
still
time.
relevant.
Yeah, so in a year's time, I figured if Kordak were to have tried to take power and dismantle the church, that the scars would be very fresh in a year. So like the conflict and now the division of the church is rather new. So it would fit well kind of into where things are going to be. Almost like a galaxy at war, you could say. Star Wars, if you will.
Wow, that's a novel concept.
I know.
It's funny because of like my Doctor Who cosplay friends are basically starting a Star Wars campaign fairly soon, but I don't know if I can do it or not.
I won't say that this is going to be a Star Wars campaign because it's not. This is very much going to be on the same kind of tread that this campaign was. Though I think it'll be a little bit more like the goal, at least to start, is not going to be as ambitious as.
Is it going to be kind of
I-
like what we do for a night song, where you basically pick something and then, or are you going to be
What'd you do?
assigning?
What'd you get?
I think I'll probably be assigning to start because you guys are only level 5, so I don't want to be like, okay, well, you guys are gonna go fucking fight Kordoth to stop the rebellion, and then you guys are fighting a level 20. That wouldn't make any sense. So to start, I have probably like a campaign that will last a rather long sessions if you guys don't die. So we'll go from there and see what we get. I mean, we can always do another time jump forward after that, as you guys would be a little bit more experienced, so we'll figure it out. But it should be fun. I'm taking a lot of inspiration from the things that we talk about on a regular basis, and like I said, this will be very episodic. It'll be like have a very episodic feel. So,
Episode 1.
if it were, and I think it'll be fun.
Cool. I'm excited.
But yeah, where
Sounds
you
good.
in all of this, Taylor?
She left. She's been gone for like an hour.
She just connected back on Skype though. I think she had internet issues.
No, she told me she left.
Oh,
Said she's going to sleep or something.
Huh.
It is pretty. We did play late. So.
not, like really, like an hour.
Said she's not feeling well.
Hmm.
And we were wrapping things up at that time, so.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I can work definitely with that. I've made character sheets for all of you. I don't know if you ever went to the page, Olivia.
Yeah, you can't give him permission
What
to a thing
page?
until he logs in.
Like onto the Roll20 campaign.
Okay, but are we gonna make a second one? That would make more sense.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is in a different one.
Yeah, I
These
made
are two
my own.
campaigns.
Alright.
Yeah,
I
so
don't,
we're-
I don't see it yet.
Yeah, so we're running two campaigns simultaneously. Like,
Yeah,
so
like,
one week will be mine, and then one week will be Joe's.
That I've seen.
Yeah, so I can post it in the Skype chat, and then just click on it, and then I'll add a character sheet.
Okay. Yeah,
But
I'll send you Cordat stats also. Well, actually, I think the best would be maybe Joseph to make you. Oh no, can there be two GMs in the Roll20 campaign?
Yes, but you can't transfer them between two different campaigns.
Yeah, you need to be registered to have the character role. Well,
It doesn't matter though, because anything from his campaign is not related to the one I'm doing.
no, but
no, I
mean,
think
if
he meant to
wants
grab the stats. It's like the players.
If he wants to reuse our characters.
Oh yeah. That wouldn't be too hard. All you'd have to do is copy the stats.
Anyway,
So
he can
if
just
there's any
make
characters that you
stats.
want, Adam, I can give you the permission for them.
Okay.
I also want to know what happens to like the Fire Horizon, the Galactic Legion, stuff like that. I mean, it's pretty big. Like, are clerics going to be a valid class again?
Well, they were a valid class before. They just operate under different.
Laws of physics.
It's like
Yeah.
wizards, right? Like wizards just operate differently. Everything you
use
do
the-
isn't. Yeah. Like the way I
Clerics,
work.
they use domain magic, which is basically a. I describe it as a pool of magic that they can pull from, which would typically be the deity itself, which has control over that domain. In the future setting, just like a reservoir of mana that gets used and put back after it's used. But now there's one deity that controls all domains. It's back to if the deity approves of you or not. So this deity of perfection, basically, if you don't worship him, you can't use domain magic.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking it has different aspects that can be worshipped.
Which means
even-
only clerics of the church can revive people.
Dun dun dun!
Actually, how I was seeing it is that it has different aspects, even with possibly different names, even opposed aspects, like evil. But
You said
can do
all
it
in one
differently.
thing though.
Yeah, but like different like.
You mean like the Hindu gods?
personalities. like there's like let's say there's an aspect of evil, there's an aspect of death.
So it's kind of like
There's an aspect
Io,
of
or not
common.
Io. Whatever the dragon god was, is split into two.
Tiamat and
Oh yeah,
And
kind of
so-
like that. But there's the one deity that's worshipped in the end. All the powers comes from the same place. But I was
What's what I'm
like,
saying,
you
that
can-
one deity is split into the different aspects.
Yeah, but it's not split. It's still complete. It's perfect because it has everything, even good
Then
and
you
evil.
can't do it like that.
Well, I don't see how it could not be done.
Because if it has
You just
one
want-
mind, one control, it's not going to allow opposing aspects of itself.
Well, think of it like multiple personalities and trying to keep the balance.
Then you'd only have one domain that works at any given time.
And it wouldn't be perfect. There would
No.
be
Yeah.
a constant battle for control.
It'd be a constant inner struggle, it would be perfect.
That was, I understand what you mean, but I was saying is like, you worship like the knowledge aspects, but more than the others. You still worship everything, but you
Okay, I
like
see what you're
just-
saying now.
I like the idea though that you can kind of like swap between domains because it's all like one.
No, but
Like you could like every day you could be a different domain. It would be awesome. It's like wizard preparation, but for all the domains.
that'd be kind of too powerful, though. Maybe you could do after spending some time, like doing a different quest or something. You can change from time to time, but it takes over your life when you focus on trickery domain. Then you become a trickster.
You could also do it in a way where it's metal and other ones there's a side effect.
Yeah,
Like
well, kind
if
of
you
like,
start like all of a sudden, like the situation arose where you had to be like a war cleric all of a sudden, so you're filled with rage, and that becomes a part of your personality.
There's your next assignment, Adam. You gotta figure out what these aspects are and what they do.
Well, yeah, you can do whatever you want. It's your campaign, though. I'm just giving out ideas how I see it, but I mean, after I've said it, it's out of my control.
No, I mean, I'm open to ideas, and I mean, this is very sci-fi, so I mean, we can make anything work. That's why, like, when he came up with the idea, I'm like, it's the future. You can make anything happen if there's logic. So,
TARDIS.
We had the tablets, the ultimate power, so
Actually, the tablets are gone.
yeah,
we
those
had.
fit.
That's why I said had. Yeah, so like.
I'll figure
But
it out.
now, they turned into the Dragon Balls.
Da da dun.
They're scattered across the galaxy.
We need the Manual of Awesome Volume 1, the Manual of Awesome Volume 2, and the Manual of Awesome Volume 3.
So yeah, so like, it wouldn't be the church wouldn't have the monopoly of clerics.
I think it'd be cooler that way, though.
Yeah, well, it depends on what Adam wants to do.
It leads to a universe where
That's
it's
fine.
very one-sided, and it causes people to go against it. It fuels its own fire. The different teams that can be touched by that. Like my homebrew campaign that I'm gonna work on long term. It actually was a single deity that was separated into different parts, like the kind of like the opposite of that.
I'll give me some time and I'll brainstorm some ideas of how to treat religious belief. I know what you mean by aspect. Like I get it. Like I get what you're saying and it makes sense, but I think it just needs to be fleshed out because there are some flaws in it.
Yeah, of course.
So, I mean, we can always talk about it another day and go from there. So does everybody have like any idea what they want to play yet?
Not yet.
Already.
Say I'm already there.
What do we got so far?
I'm playing a
That lovely
Divination
wizard that
wizard.
appeared before.
Yep. That one I know. That one I know.
That's Joe, and I'm a bard.
that's the
Okay.
future version of what he's going to be.
As soon
Da da
as
dun.
I know who that is.
You guys meet the younger version of him, which is still old.